You now own every concept this framework needs. The protocol, the estimand, the assumption, the contrast, the graphs, the clocks. This lesson assembles them into the single artifact that defines a target trial emulation. One table, two columns. The ideal trial on the left, your data's best imitation on the right, and an honest accounting of every place the right column falls short. The left column holds the 7 components of the trial you would run. The right column holds what your data can actually do in data dictionary detail. Eligibility becomes queries over records before time 0. Treatment strategies become dispensing definitions. First fill on time 0 versus none. Follow-up becomes clocks, from time 0 until a heart attack code, death, disenrollment, or 5 years. The outcome becomes a validated code algorithm. 6 components translate. They are engineering. 1 does not. Assignment. No table in your database contains the coin flip. That cell holds an assumption instead. Exchangeability, given the measured covariates. And the table forces you to write that assumption down, where everyone can see it. The discipline of the right column, every clinical word must compile down to a code list, a table, and a time window. Statin initiation, the first dispensing record, with the drug codes listed in an appendix. No prior heart attack. Absence of codes in the history you can actually see. Watch that one. A patient with 2 months of records looks artificially healthy. That is why eligibility demands a year of continuous enrollment. And the mechanical test from Lesson 7 applies cell by cell. Everything must be computable by a coordinator standing at time 0, with the records as of that day. If a definition needs later data, a refill pattern, next year's lab, it belongs to follow-up, never to eligibility. Every emulation deviates from its target trial. Every single one. The difference between a defensible study and an indefensible one is not the absence of deviations. It is whether they are written down with a direction and a plan. Dispensing is not ingestion. Some initiators never swallow a pill. Direction dilutes the effect toward the null, exactly like non-adherence diluted intention to treat in Lesson 4. Plan, a sensitivity analysis requiring a second fill. No blinding. Treated patients see doctors more often, so their events get recorded more often. Plan, prefer outcomes immune to surveillance, like death or a hospitalized heart attack. And the big one, exchangeability is assumed, not designed. Direction, unknown. This honesty ledger is what a good reviewer audits. Step back and look at the whole machine. A causal question, posed as a target trial protocol, 7 components, mapped to data by the 2-column table, deviations ledgered. Fed to an estimator, that is Module 4. Shipped with its defense, that is Module 5. This is why target trial emulation papers are readable. The reader audits a table, not a forensic reconstruction. At the end of this course, you will critique a published emulation, and the 2-column table is exactly what you will grade. Module 3, complete. The clocks, the people, the mapping. Your homework is the big one. Write the full 7-row table for your own question against a dataset you actually know. Then add the 3 deviations that worry you most, each with a direction and a planned response. Next module, estimation, inverse probability weighting, the G formula and friends. The math finally arrives. See you in Lesson 10.